Yeah, and up next we'll have Nicole Yap from the founder of Asian Magazine to share about redefining Web3 lifestyle media. Yep.
Yeah, and she was kind enough to give some exciting giveaways. She's going to give out an Asian magazine, and also there's going to be some stickers going away. So yeah, let's have Nicole Yap on board.
How do I control this? The green button to the next slide. This one is a previous slide. And then you guys also play the... Yes. Hi all, good morning, GM. So I would say like the crowd here is kind of familiar. I mean, I think I know half of you guys here. So I'm gonna change the flow a little bit more. And rather than like kind of pitching like who we are, what we do, I'll probably share more of what we're trying to build. This is a really special, intimate panel because this is the first time where my kids are here. So I have two kids. They're both here, Tommy and Tiffany. And at home, I'm a really regular mom. I just nag at them and ask them to do homework, ask them to shower. And yesterday, I asked them, I said, do you want to watch mommy speak? And then they're like, since when do you speak? So it's very different because they don't know what I actually do other than being a mom. So today's the first day that you'll see that mommy do speak on panels. So let's start. You guys must be familiar. Asian started off as a NFT project in 2021. So we started off as NFT project in 2021. And how did this started was at the same year when COVID happened, and then there was a lot of Asian hate happening, especially in America. There is a few like Asian women in the US where they were walking to the metro, going on to their daily life, and they were like robbed and like killed and like raped and stuff. And Asians, because we were so scared of standing up, we just kept quiet. And that's where the crime rate became worse and worse and worse. And then not only that people started hating on like physically assaulting people in the US, it started blowing up where people will like started commenting hate comments even to non-US like citizen like in social media. And that's where I felt it. And then at the same time, that is what kind of inspired me to start Asian. So ever since we launched, I was so happy to be able to gather communities around the world. And we did a lot of community meetups back then. So these are a few of the photos that we have. So here you can see we have one in Hollywood, in Dubai, in New York, Singapore, Jakarta, Australia, and Malaysia, of course. And what is one thing amazing about all these community events, that because it's really like community driven, so some of them I'm not even there, like the one in Sydney, I wasn't even there, and the one also in Indonesia, I wasn't there as well, but they will manage to just gather and hang out just because they were Asian holders. So then we managed to grow the brand and license our Asian IP because a lot of brands actually do like our Asian women figures. So we did a few collaborations. One of my favorite one was Uniqlo, where we licensed our Asian NFT and put it on their t-shirt to sell. But because we don't get any cut from Uniqlo, we made an agreement with them to branch out and have our own e-commerce website and kind of selling it on our own. And they agreed to that. So that was what we did for the Uniqlo collaboration. So one of the most exquisite piece that we have done was a Jade Lady figurine with Royal Selangor. So that was what sparked this creation. It's that I would want something, I would want to make a merchandise with Asian NFT that would last forever. So you guys know with pewter, it would last probably like 1,000 years, 2,000 years, or even 5,000 years, 10,000 years, right? So I have this idea that one day, like, 10,000 years later, someone would like dig Asian pewter from like the ground and be like, oh my God, what is this, right? So I just having that thought of that is just really cool. So that's where we decided to make 100 of those. So you can still purchase them at every Royal Selangor outlet in Singapore and Malaysia. If you guys are interested, we made 100 pieces, and I think we sold about 75 pieces. So there are still some left. So a lot of people say that NFTs are dead, but for me, I do think that NFTs will play a significant role in, as we already know, it's gonna be like your token to real life events, community, like online communities, to represent your digital identity, and also real world assets, RWA. I do think that this is going to be the future in the next 2 years. So while I was in the space for 3 years, I saw there is a gap, and a gap that needs to be filled. I see a lot of brands trying to get into Web3, and they are doing a lot of amazing things. For example, the Tiffany & Co. pendant with Tiffany & Co. With CryptoPunks. And you see Gucci having their metaverse team trying to get into Web3, trying to do like roadblocks build up and stuff. But one thing that I saw that all these are actually not being covered by Web2 journalists. So when I dive further in, like why are they not being covered, it's because they don't have the green light to cover Web3 and crypto. So then that's where the gap is, where like amazing brands are building all these amazing partnerships and collaboration, but there were no media covering it. So that is what inspired me to start Asian Magazine. So here I'm holding our second issue that we launched last month in New York. And so you guys must be thinking, what exactly is being featured here? So just as I showed you guys the Tiffany & Co. collaboration, those are that we're featuring in Asian Magazine. So all things Web3, but it's more towards a lifestyle angle. So you can see, like even Louis Vuitton, they did their trunk that they did as well. And not only that, actually my favorite part would actually be featuring builders and founders. Like here we have Azuki, founder of Azuki, featured here. So I do realize as well that there is a lot of builders that are doing really amazing things, but they are not being featured. So that's where we want to come in that angle to kind of feature them. So over here we have our first issue and our second issue that we have launched. I want to show you guys the website that we just launched 3 days ago. It's a bit blurry. So our vision right now started from a NFT project representing Asian women, and now we have branched into a media angle where we want to feature upcoming projects and projects that are actually building. And there are a lot of people that are kind of covering, because people do reach out to me and be like, we have tons of Web3 media. tons of magazine, already covering like products, covering how much people have raised and all that. And here is where we're gonna take it in a different angle. We're not gonna cover how much each project has been raised, how much they have made, how much volume they have done, because that's the stats where we can get everywhere. We're gonna cover more of after they have gotten the funding and all the money, what are they doing? What kind of products actually are they building? And even all the amazing products they are building, is it relatable? Is it something where like a common 2.5 people would use it? And that's where we would fill that gap there. And I think that is really important because there's a lot of projects that are building a lot of things, but it ends up not getting to the user. So it's just kind of boasting what they can do in the next 10 years. This is gonna be the big thing and stuff like that, but common people really don't know how can I even access to that. So our goal the next year is that we're talking to MPH and kind of like a lot of bookstores, and we're planning to have it on shelves by next year. And this is the first ever magazine that will be published next to like a Web 1 or like a Web 2 magazine. And we will be the first kind of sharing all things Web3. So that's something that we're really exciting. We have a team of 9 people right now, and we are working towards that goal. So here are some of the focus areas that we are covering. So all things Web3, upcoming projects, and we have Pudgy Penguin right there. Digital products, for example, one of my favorite was the Rimowa and the Artifact collaboration, and founder spotlights. So this is gonna be the 3rd edition. As you guys may know, that 8Fest is coming soon in the next 2 weeks on the 18th in Lisbon. So the team and I, we are going to Lisbon. We're gonna have our placement there in the actual 8Fest, event. There'll be 3,000 people going. So we'll be printing 1,500 copies there. We're working closely with Yuga Labs to have it distributed to all the VIPs, to just having it there displayed. So here are some of the pages that we have, some of the sample pages, kind of just to have a look at it. And for this edition, it's going to be really special and cute because every magazine is going to come with a free sunglasses from the Made by Apes program. So if you guys are ape holders, you guys know that Yuga Labs actually have this Made by Apes program, where if you're an ape holder, you could apply, and if you have a product that is, with using your ape IP, you'll be part of the Made by Ape licensees. So we are collaborating with Kiki Sunny's, a brand from Korea, and she's a ape holder. So that is what we're doing for our 3rd edition. So you guys must be wondering, how can you be a part of the Asian magazine, or right now, how can you subscribe to it or get a hands on it? So we are, as mentioned, we are working towards having our magazines on shelf by next year. But in the meantime, we have launched the Asian Club as well. And what does this entitle? It entitles you to 4 physical issues a year, plus bonus edition, and also all of our merchandise. And right now, it's kind of locked with password because I am just giving it out to my close friends and family, just because we are still trying to work on the logistics to see how we can focus on, shipping and all that packaging and all that stuff. But in the end of next month, I will be giving away we will be having like a program where it's like an ambassadorship program, where we would send you PR boxes every month of the Asian magazine, all of our merch and all that. And then in return, you just gotta like post, on the magazine. So I already have a few people in mind in this room that I'll be giving out. So if you guys are interested, do DM me, because this is a really small group and we're planning to do this in scale. So this is something that I'm really proud of, especially when I go to, events and people do say that, like Malaysians, they just do like, CoinGecko and that's it. They're not really building any like, products. And then I'm like, no, like we are building products out, it from Malaysia. So that's something that I'm really proud of as a Malaysian company. So yeah, that's it for Asian Magazine. I hope that you enjoy this little sharing session. And we have a panel session as well with Cheryl and Ian. So are we going to do it here? Here. Okay, we'll see you guys again. Thank you. Okay, so I do have a magazine to give away. Let's play a game. Oh, okay. Okay, Q&A. So if you guys pay attention, what was the year that we started for Asian? Ooh, okay, yeah, she got it. She was like the fastest. Thank you. Wait, let's take a photo. Okay, take a photo.